Pierce Brosnan was born on May 16, 1953, in the small Irish town of Drogheda. His earliest years were shaped by absence more than stability. His father left when he was very young, and soon after, his mother moved to London to train as a nurse in search of a better life. Out of necessity, she left him in the care of relatives. It was not abandonment in the harsh sense, but to a small child, it still felt like a quiet gap that never fully explained itself. Brosnan spent his early childhood moving between family members in Ireland, growing up in a world that felt temporary. Though he was cared for and never lacked basic needs, the emotional uncertainty stayed with him. The boy who would later portray one of cinema's most confident characters was, in those early years, simply a quiet child learning to observe the world carefully. Growing up. Feeling like an outsider. Brosnan attended school in Ireland before eventually rejoining his mother in London when he was about 10 years old. The move to a huge, fast-moving city felt overwhelming for a shy boy from a small Irish town. At school, he struggled to fit in at first, partly because of his accent and partly because he had grown used to keeping to himself. London in the late 1960s was vibrant but indifferent, and no one slowed down to help a teenager find his place. Instead, Brosnan developed a quiet resilience. He watched people, studied how they behaved, and learned to adapt. Art became an early refuge. Drawing and painting allowed him to express emotions he rarely spoke aloud. Those creative habits would stay with him throughout his life, quietly shaping the way he saw the world, and eventually helping him discover a path toward acting. Discovering confidence on the stage. In his teenage years, Brosnan stumbled into something unexpected: performance. He briefly worked with a small traveling circus, even learning how to perform fire-eating tricks for street audiences. It wasn't glamorous work, but it offered something he had rarely felt before: attention and recognition. For a young man who had often felt invisible, that moment of standing before a crowd and being seen was powerful. The experience sparked curiosity about acting, and soon he enrolled at the Drama Centre London, one of Britain's most demanding acting schools. The training was intense and emotionally challenging, pushing students to draw on real experiences to shape their performances. For Brosnan, whose childhood carried complicated emotions, the work felt strangely natural. Acting became more than a profession. It became a way to transform personal history into something meaningful. The first steps toward recognition. After graduating in the mid-1970s, Brosnan began building a career through theater and television roles. Success did not arrive instantly. He performed in stage productions, took small screen parts, and gradually gained experience in the craft. His breakthrough came with the television series Remington Steele. The show combined mystery and charm, and Brosnan's natural charisma quickly made him a standout presence. Audiences loved his effortless style and wit. The role brought him international recognition, especially in the United States. With this growing fame came whispers about an even bigger opportunity. Producers behind the famous spy franchise were searching for a new lead to play a character known around the world. Brosnan suddenly found himself mentioned alongside that legendary name, James Bond. Love that changed everything. During this period of rising success, Brosnan met Australian actress Cassandra Harris. Their relationship developed naturally, built on friendship and shared creativity. They married in 1980, and Brosnan adopted her 2 children from a previous marriage, embracing fatherhood wholeheartedly. Together, they built the stable family life he had longed for since childhood. Their home was filled with warmth, laughter, and artistic energy. For Brosnan, it felt like finally arriving somewhere after years of searching. Life seemed to be unfolding perfectly. His career was growing, his family was strong, and the future looked bright. Yet life rarely follows the neat structure of a screenplay. Challenges arrived that would test his strength and reshape his priorities in ways he could never have predicted. A dream role that slipped away. In 1986, Brosnan was offered the chance to play the iconic spy in The Living Daylights. It was a career-defining opportunity. However, a complication emerged. His television contract with NBC legally bound him to continue working on Remington Steele. When the show was unexpectedly renewed, he was unable to accept the Bond role. Instead, the part went to Timothy Dalton. For Brosnan, the disappointment was significant, but he handled it with professionalism. Rather than expressing anger, he continued working and building his career. Life at home also demanded his attention, as his family was facing a much more serious challenge. Sometimes, the greatest tests of character happen quietly, away from public view. Strength. During personal hardship. In 1987, Cassandra Harris was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. For the next several years, Brosnan focused on supporting her and caring for their family. Acting continued, but it was no longer the center of his life. What mattered most was being present. The experience deepened his understanding of love, patience, and resilience. Though the journey was difficult, the family faced it together. Cassandra's strength left a lasting impression on everyone who knew her. When she passed away in 1991, Brosnan was left grieving while raising 3 children. It was a painful chapter, but he continued moving forward, balancing fatherhood and work with quiet determination. Those who worked with him during this time noticed a deeper emotional quality in his performances, an authenticity that could not be taught. Finally, becoming James Bond. Years later, opportunity returned. In 1994, producers again approached Brosnan to play the legendary spy. This time, nothing stood in the way. His first film as Bond, GoldenEye, premiered in 1995 and was an enormous success. Brosnan's portrayal combined sophistication, humor, and emotional depth. He continued in the role through several films, including Tomorrow Never Dies and The World Is Not Enough. Audiences embraced his version of the character, and the franchise entered a new era of global popularity. Behind the scenes, however, Brosnan remained focused on family and personal growth. Fame had arrived, but it was no longer the only measure of success in his life. Building a new chapter of love. In the mid-1990s, Brosnan met journalist and environmental advocate Keely Shea Smith. Their connection was immediate, but grounded in genuine conversation rather than celebrity excitement. Over time, their relationship deepened, and they married in 2001 in Ireland. Together, they built a supportive and loving partnership. Their family expanded with the arrival of 2 sons, adding new energy and joy to Brosnan's life. Keely's strength and independence complemented his own experiences, and their relationship became an important source of balance. In public and private, Brosnan consistently expressed admiration and gratitude for her presence in his life. After years marked by both success and hardship, he had found a partnership rooted in trust and mutual respect. Life beyond the famous tuxedo. When Brosnan stepped away from the Bond role in the early 2000s, he embraced a new phase of creativity. Instead of repeating the same type of role, he explored diverse projects. In the comedy film The Matador, he surprised critics with a bold and unconventional performance. Later, he showed a lighter side in the musical film Mamma Mia. These projects revealed a performer willing to experiment and enjoy the craft without pressure. Beyond acting, Brosnan returned to painting, an artistic habit he had developed in childhood. His artwork has been exhibited internationally and often supports charitable causes. For him, painting offers a peaceful space away from the demands of the entertainment industry. Turning personal experience into purpose, Brosnan has also dedicated significant energy to advocacy. After experiencing the impact of ovarian cancer within his family, he became a strong supporter of research and awareness efforts. Working alongside charities and foundations, he has helped raise funds and attention for the cause. Environmental protection is another passion he shares with Keeley. Together, they support initiatives aimed at preserving oceans and natural ecosystems. These efforts reflect a broader understanding of legacy. For Brosnan, success is no longer measured solely in box office numbers or awards. It is measured by the positive impact a person can have beyond the screen. A life defined by resilience. Today, when people think of Pierce Brosnan, many still picture the elegance and confidence of James Bond. Yet his real story is far richer. From a childhood shaped by uncertainty to a career filled with remarkable achievements, his life reflects resilience and growth. He has faced challenges with dignity, celebrated love in many forms, and continued exploring creativity long after his most famous role ended. The tuxedo and the cinematic adventures may have introduced him to the world, but the person behind them tells a deeper story. In the end, Brosnan's legacy is not only about a fictional spy who always found a way to win, it is about a man who kept moving forward, building meaning from every chapter of his life.